It's weird, it's been almost a minute and no haters have showed up yet. Like, what if we went super fucking hard? I'm going the wrong way, so it's a good reason why it's not gonna happen, but anyways, what if we went super hard? And we actually got 60. With fucking 6 days left. Just what if? And then what if I got a weapon that was strong enough to, like, RNG one-shot motherfuckers? It sounds like fun to me. I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking dedicate my life to it, but we're about to give it a shot. I know, when I go to my kick stream, for some reason, my resolutions are way low. I don't even have the option to put on 1080p. Maybe that's not a thing for them yet. I don't know, but if anyone's on Kick and can respond to that, I'd like to know why. I go to my settings and click auto or whatever. I have 160p, 360p, 480p, 720p, but I don't have 1080p. I'm sure there's an answer to it. Either it's not supported yet, or you have to get to a certain amount of clout on the service. I'm just curious why. I mean, because stream just looks like shit in 720p. We're literally just destroying shit. There's literally only one cool thing about dying at level 30 and then, or dying at level 50 and then dying at level 30 something. Is throughout that time, if you're not stupid, you're sending your money to your bank. So at least I can juice the fuck out of the shaman and just play it. Clearly I'm not gonna get it 60, but at least I can have a juiced ass shaman fucking running some dungeons and shit. Then again, I watched CD juiced as fuck die quite a few times. What the fuck is this? See, is this like harassment? Like, do people do this shit on purpose? It's like this is the first time this shit's happening. And half the time I don't even see him. Like, I just see someone runs away and all of a sudden there's fucking 6 mobs on me. And it's killed me twice. in hardcore. Or if it's just something that I don't know about, vanilla, where it's like, oh, if tag mobs run past you, then they will aggro you. I don't know. I want Gamer Rick to get in here. Gamer Rick, Brother Bear. This guy in chat. There's this guy in chat where it's like, I don't know. See, it seems like he's always defending himself. Which means they're usually always saying something that's questionable. Literally always defending himself. You know, half the time most of the time I'm not into like reading the drama, but you know, most of the time I go back and it's like he posted something stupid that he's irritated about, and then a bunch of people blow up. Like it happened to me today a little bit. I was like, shit, what did I say? What was I irritated about? Oh, I was in a cave. I wasn't even irritated by anything. I was in a cave. And I was like, and I started lagging, like my spells weren't casting, nothing was happening, and so like I'm freaking out, I'm running out of the cave, and like my first reaction is to like type in chat to see if it shows up, because that's like the first level, like, so if it shows up there, then you have a chance at the second level, but if your chat doesn't show up, like, you are fucked, you are disconnecting. And it showed up, and I was like, all I said was like, lag, exclamation point, in a cave. And then I was like, oh, thank fucking God, it passed, you know, and I survived it. And someone's like, well, if you can't survive the cave, you shouldn't be in it. So if you're playing hardcore, so you should already know that. Like, if you need to go to a cave for some reason, then you should like level above it. And I was like, alright bro, like, it's for my fire totem, like it's, or for, I just said for a shaman quest. I didn't even say fire totem specifically, but I'm clearly that level. And he's like, no caves are required for a shaman quest. And I was like, okay dude, one, yes they are. And I posted the like quest item that I needed from the cave, and then I was like, plus they're level 8 mobs and I'm level 11, so like there's no fucking reach here, and I've been playing the game since 2004, so you can stop blowing up my fucking post about I had lag, you know, like I don't need all the fucking advice. And then of course you got the fucking Andes, you got two kinds of Andes in the chat. You got they kind of like, he was just trying to help you out. Well, okay. I said I was lagging and I was in a cave. I'm not asking for advice. And then you got the other side that's just like, fuck him, send it. And I'm kind of more of a fuck him, send it guy anyways, but there's this whole fucking guild argument about it. It's like, bro, I was lagging in the cave. It has nothing to do with performance or me not understanding the game or anything of that fucking matter. Like my intelligence level, like I started lagging in the middle of a cave. Even if it doesn't matter if you're fucking 7 levels over the enemies in that cave, if you fucking DC in a cave, that's bad news. Right? I mean, I think we can all agree on that. But dude just had to make a huge fucking deal out of it. And then everybody else had to make a huge fucking deal out of it. I'd get into the talk about the way my priest died the night before last night, but that would require some more followers, so at least some more people that were interested. It's a long enough story, and it got crazy enough where I deleted the VOD, and I like typically don't delete VODs, but yeah, it got pretty fucking wild. Luckily, like anyone who's watching, which I don't think there's fucking anybody, so it's not a big deal, but if there is somebody watching who was there for that raid, like I'm not having issues anymore, so like fucking go. But yeah, that shit got wild. It's also like really fucking fun because I've never had that many people in my chat talking shit to me. Like, it was so great. And the other guy, of course, he wasn't streaming because he's probably like a 400-pound neckbeard, which is fine. Like, I'm not here to judge, but so everybody joined my stream to talk shit. Like, why not? Like, I'm the one streaming. If he was streaming, then he was a 400-pound neckbeard, everybody would have been on my side, but whatever. I'm the fucking average white dude playing fucking WoW, so everyone jumped on me. And like you cannot offend me, but you can piss me off by like posting shit that offends other people, like legitimately. And people were posting like shit like mental health type of issues, I guess. I don't want to get into it, but they were basically like making jokes about like mental health and using words that like aren't typically Wait, what are you talking about? I'm live right now. I was talking about my stream 2 days ago. Like, it blew the fuck up. There's like 70 people from our guild in my stream that night. And what happened was, so we were just like me and a guy in the guild are going back and forth. Like, I'm not gonna use names because I don't want to go back over it, but like as far as like drama wise, we were going back and forth in the guild chat, and it's like it was for fun, you know, like it wasn't real, but everybody was like, oh, fucking Mak'Gora, fucking duel, let's do it. And I was like, I'm fucking down, I'll do it, you know. And he was 3 levels higher than me. He was a warrior, I was a priest, and like my chances of winning are like, if he's got good gear, like slim, you know. But I'm like, alright, fuck this, let's meet up, you know. And so I added him to a group. Can you hear me fine? Like, post in chat, just say why if you can hear me fine, if my mic sounds fine comparison to music and game chat. I always have problems with this. I haven't seen anything, but I don't know what the delay is like for kick. I mean, even my Streamlabs, like when I update like the game that I'm playing and the description, it doesn't upgrade on kick. I have to go do it separately. So mixing is difficult because it's also like that with YouTube. So, and I try to stream to 4 places Just see if I can get like if there's one that really gets traction. The one that I've really only had a whole lot of luck with is Twitch, but I'd rather be Kick because it's a startup, and I like startups. I like to be ahead of the curve. This is the way to do it, but I just haven't been able to get any traction. It seems like there's only like 3 games that people watch on Kick. It's like Valorant, Counter-Strike, and like Genshin Impact. And then everything else is like, nobody watches it. But anyways, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know how to pronounce it, Dendy. I'm gonna call you Dendy. But so, I'm like, alright, I'll Mak'Gora you. Let's meet up outside of Oregon, and we're in a group, so I invite him to a group so we can both see where each other are at. And of course, we both go to the auction house and get like healing potions and like like elixirs, like the things you would normally run with. And what do you mean turn in Return to the Crossroads to fucking who? Do I have this quest? Return to the Crossroads. Oh, why is this telling me to go there? That's like a whole level of annoying. Anyways, I don't think you're still here, but I'll complete the story. Then somebody else makes it, like someone who's kind of like constantly in guild chat, kind of like, let's call him like guild chat famous or something, starts a raid for this Mak'Gora between me and this guy who were talking shit in guild chat. And about 10 seconds later, I get blue screened. Like, whole PC shuts down. Everything is gone. Like, just shuts the fuck down. And I'm like, alright, like, obviously gotta be DDoS or something, but I feel like that's weird. Like, there's only 50 people in chat. Like, to DDoS someone in this situation? Like, I felt crazy for even like bringing it up, but like as soon as I got my PC back up and running, the first thing I opened was Streamlabs, so everyone could see anything that happened like as I was getting back into WoW. And I got in, and my character, like my gameplay was like super choppy. It was like I was running at 15 frames, even though I was like, my game claimed I was running at like 60 plus because it was capped because NVIDIA settings, whatever. And people gave me all these suggestions, like try this, try that, try that. And, like, I had my games at like all graphics settings set to the lowest. I tried like everything, and it stayed the same. Like, my character was just like clipping as I walked, just constant clip. And I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna duel you first because like I need to see how like the performance is gonna affect this duel. And I'm like, but there's one rule, like put on your real ass fucking gear before we do. I'm not hiding. I'm not gonna put on some crazy shit. Like, I'm not gonna put on like have one set of gear that I show up with, and then the second we start the Mak'Gora, I swap to this other set of gear and I smoke you, you know. And I'm like, so I just want it to be fair and even that way, you know. That's the only rule that I had. And so we duel like a regular duel. He doesn't change anything, keeps the same gear, but it seemed like a regular duel. He was fighting back as I would expect for a warrior. And it was like I could have killed him 4 times in that duel. Like, if he would have died and then came back at full health, I probably could have killed him 4 times. It was that easy. And so I'm like, alright. If he's willing to duel me again after this, especially in Mak'Gora, like, he has something to hide, right? Like, it's obvious because we just dueled him, like, it absolutely obliterated him. And so, with the lagging, with the weird shit happening, with the blue screen of death, I'm like, whatever, I'll still fucking do it. And because I said I would. And so I open up a Mak'Gora, we start right before it hits like 0. It's like 3, 2, 1, 0. Right before it hits 0, he puts on Burning War Axe, which is like best in slot for his level. and far beyond that with fiery on it, which is a huge difference in a green sword and shield. Which that was like my one fucking rule. Like whatever you're gonna fight with, show up with that. You know, that was my one rule. One only rule. Just whatever you're gonna fucking use, show up with that. You know? And I wasn't close enough to even inspect him, so like I just assumed that he like put on a whole nother set of gear, including the like that item. And so I was like, no, if we're not gonna like if we can't like do this like let's call it like gentlemen, but it's whatever. But if we can't do this like decently, then like I ain't gonna fucking Mak'Gora you. Like I still have a chance to make it on this character to the duels, you know, the qualifiers. And so I come back and he's like, no, this is it. This is like, yeah, I did have that. I was like, that was cheesing. That was fucked up, whatever. And so I'm like, all right, and I do it again. Well, I didn't know that when you run, because I ran away from them. I guess I should rewind. When I saw the axe, I ran away from Mak'Gora. I dipped it, so I forfeited. Because I'm not gonna just, like, I didn't know what the fuck else he was gonna do right there. You know? It's like, okay, if you're just, like, if we had rules that were, like, set, and you broke them that quick, what else is he gonna fucking do, right? So, I ran and I forfeited. Well, I didn't know, and, like, I had a couple of people in my chat, like, trying to help me out. They were telling me, but I didn't see because the chat was just blowing the fuck up, that you get a coward debuff if you forfeit a Mak'Gora, and you lose 20% of everything. So like your character of all stats of all everything, your character is 20% less strong in every single way. So I didn't notice that, which that's the biggest issue. Um, then I came back and I said, all right, fuck it. Like, I'll do you whatever the fuck you have on. I don't care. Let's just, like, fucking, let's do it. Like, full on Mak'Gora, just whatever I see. You got this fucking axe. You probably pay for gold. It's whatever. And, we start and, like, I'm noticing, like, I'm doing, like, no fucking damage. And he's, like, doing a ton of damage to me. Well, he's doing, like, regular damage for what he had. Like, he had a nice-ass axe with a nice enchant. So I expect him to be hitting me hard when he does, but I'm keeping him away from me. But I'm doing no fucking damage to him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And Devouring Plague is one of my abilities, and the icon for it happens to be the exact same as a Shadow Resist pop, which I didn't know you could even get at this level. I thought that was like a high level thing only, which was like, it's my own ignorance. Like, he outbrained me, right? Because if I had known that you could get a shadow resist pot that was gonna like add 1200 HP basically to you, like I wouldn't have done the Mak'Gora. That's stupid. Not at that level. I have to have more utilities, you know. But I didn't know that, and I didn't know I had the debuff. And he went through with the Mak'Gora and didn't say a fucking word, even though he knew, like, new X, shadow resist pot that I didn't know about, 20% loss on everything on my character. And he went through with it, and at the point where I noticed, because I, like, at some point during the duel, like, when I realized I wasn't doing any damage, I went up and looked at his debuffs and his buffs, and one of them was a shadow resist pot. And which has the same icon as my I can't remember I just said it, but anyways, Devouring Plague. And I was like, okay, well, I fucking lose. And I'm not gonna run, so like, and I was at 20% health, so even if I did, like, I probably had a chance to fear him and then like get away, but I just stood there and fucking died. Because it's like, it's whatever, it's fuck. Like, if that's the way, like, you gotta play to win, then I'll take the fucking L. And that's how I lost my fucking character. And what the fuck? Aren't I supposed to be killing scorpions for this? I've never, like, I've rolled orcs a bunch of times. It never keeps me over here like this. I'm always in Barrens, like doing Barrens quest by now. Need a cure. I could give someone some shit. Yeah, I don't know who's here or who gives a fuck, but that's the story. So I am no longer a legitimate contestant. I mean, something fucking wild. Like, I could just go wild, but all of a sudden, like, I'm just like fucking hitting it. I'm like, wait, there's a chance. I got 6 days, so I got a wife and kids. Got a job. Ain't happy. But thing is, like, it was fun and like that story. Like, cause I'm not gonna win the 50k. I'm not gonna win the 7k. I'm not a no life. Like I don't play WoW for a living. And there's people, like a ton of people in this tournament who play WoW for a fucking living. And who literally make enough money to pay people to make sure that everything that they're doing is the right thing. Where the fuck do I go for this? Then bring that antidote to Renog, near the northwestern border of Duratar. But that's... So I gotta talk to a guy in Orgrimmar and get it, and then bring it to him. This is a fucking annoying quest. Anyways, I don't know. Like, I'll probably get to... I'll play with this character for a while, and I'll watch the tourney, and... I'll probably be done with WoW. I tried, like... I went to Wrath of the Lich King. I have a 70 Warlock over there, and... I didn't even get to questing before I was like, It's just WoW, man. You know? Like, the difference between Classic was been so long since I played it. And everything was so much harder. It's like Classic Plus I could get into, right? But, like, it'd have to be a fresh restart. Everybody, like, fresh restart. And PvP obviously has to be a thing because, like, that's one of the things I hate about hardcore is, like, there's no PvP. Like, the end goal for me is, like, you get in and you're either raiding or you're fucking going hardcore PvP. And I mean, like, arenas. Like, I want arenas. I want Classic Plus with arenas. Anything short of that, I'm done with the game. But I play lots of other shit, so it's all good. We really need... Who the fuck am I supposed to talk to? What the fuck is this? Is it this guy? Bring 4 Venom Tail poison sacks? So I'm supposed to run out... What is his name? Yeah, that's the right guy. So I'm supposed to... What a stupid ass fucking quest. No wonder it skips it on every other fucking guy, but I don't know why I'm doing it now. Then you have to run back down there. And I'm guessing super low drop rate on the fucking scorpions. And then run all the way fucking back. But anyways, like, he did pop in my stream later on. And he's like, I did notice, like, he's like, it wasn't me, but I did notice, like, your stream was off. Like, something weird is fucking happening. Because, like, you can go back to the VOD before. You can't now, because I deleted that VOD. But at that time, I'm like, go back and watch the VOD before. And watch my performance. And then watch it now. Like, during my stream, live stream. And there's like people who were in the chat were like, nah dude, something's fucked up, like something, like somebody's fucking with the shit. And then there was other people like, oh, like acting like I was some sort of conspiracy theorist or some kid acting like I sucked, so there was a hacker, you know, like I don't know, like, you know the games, it's a bunch of fucking grown men acting like fucking children. But I don't know, I just went full send anyways. I didn't give a fuck. And the weird part was there's one, the guy who's talking the most shit in my chat, who was in from the beginning, who was the leader of the raid that got started, and the guy who was the most involved in chat before and after the whole thing. I was like, my game is still fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna play this game like this, like, long term. I don't know what the fuck to do. And he's all giving me all these stupid fucking, all this stupid advice. Like, first of all, bro, I've been playing the game for like 6 months with the same PC on the same fucking settings, and he's like offering stupid advice like, did you try to turn down the graphics settings? Did you like stupid shit? And then it goes on for a while, and I'm finally get to the point where I'm like, alright, like I'm done, because I need to reset my PC again and see like if something changes, because I'm not playing like this anymore. And right before I do that, dude's like, try changing it to DirectX 11 as opposed to 12. Which I had done some of this. Like, I've changed all, or I kept all these settings. That's about the most I got into my settings for someone to see. So he didn't even, like, he really shouldn't even have known that I was running DirectX 12. Which is weird. And then one setting out of, and this is what I call them out on. One setting out of all of these fucking settings. Wouldn't change it to 11, computer ran fine. And I'm like, okay, that's, I don't know. To me, like, that's sketch. Seems like there's like a whole lot of coincidence here. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. And then the next day, get back on. And I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I should change my graphics back to where they were. You know, so, because, like, I had them at, like, minimum graphics. And I normally run them at max. And then I was like, I should also put DirectX 12 back on and see if it's still acts like that, right? Because if the issue was DirectX 12 interfering with the game, then it wouldn't just interfere with it last night, it would be interfering with it the next morning as well, right? And I put on DirectX 12 and it ran better than it did when I had 11 on. It was all the way back to normal. But I don't have anybody in the chat. I don't like know people like that where I can be like, hey, is this possible and like how? I have nobody who can answer that question. So it's like, I just look like the conspiracy theorist sore loser, which I'm cool with. I don't give a fuck. Like, dude's still gonna, like, even if he gets to the qualifiers, he's still gonna fuck. He's not a good player. He just outsmarted me, because he, I'm not even gonna call it outsmarted me. Like, he just knew shit that I didn't fucking know. And he said, like, right afterwards, he got on the stream, said if it wasn't for the debuff, he would have smoked me. And he admitted that he took advantage of the fact that he knew I didn't know that I had the debuff. Pretty lame. but it's over. I had a 49 hunter before that, and I'm not gonna say I did it on purpose, but I also didn't care if I died. Because I was so fucking bored of playing hunter, like, just fucking tagging a mob and then auto shooting because you run out of mana on the first fucking one. Your pet attacks, you sit there and shoot your fucking bow at it. Takes forever, it dies, you loot it, then you click on the next one, you do the same fucking thing. Like, I got so fucking sick of it. But, like, I got to the point where it's like, I don't care if I'm level 49 and, like, I'm way ahead of the curve. Like, I want to play something else. And, like, something else to me was, like, Shaman, Warlock, Priest. Shadow Priest, I feel like, highest skill cap, highest gear cap, highest chance to win if everything's met. Warlock, I just like Warlocks, honestly. But I thought about it, and like, I can't beat Snuts in it. Like, worst case scenario, like, it's gonna have to come down to me or Snuts. Like I'm gonna lose. So, and plus he has all this time, and he's paid people to get to wait for title charm for him, and like the medicine bag. It's like he's got all the shit that I'm not gonna have time to farm for. So I'm not gonna win against him. So I can't even get best in class. And then I'm like Shaman, but it's really just a meme. Like, it's all RNG. Like, grab some fatty two-hander, and it really, nothing else really matters other than you get that fucking look. Because we can all use the free action potions, we can all use the slows, and we can all use the same utilities. But Shaman doesn't have much to it other than, like, you get lucky with that fat Wind Fury. And so I went in the middle, and I picked Priest, and that's how I ended up with Priest. That ended up dying, and now I'm just playing Shaman because it's fun. I like that RNG aspect. Like, the chances of me getting to 60 in the next 6 days are like, I'm gonna say none. I know it's possible, like, it's literally possible, but like, it's not possible. But I'm just playing it for fun, and I'll get up there and level to where wherever the fuck they're doing the tournaments, I can go watch it live. And if I did get to level 60 on the same fucking day, and I'm in greens, I'll fucking join the qualifier. Really? Really, Org's right there. That's one thing I hate about fucking Rent. And this quest is gonna fucking... stupidest quest I've ever... Yeah, I'll go and fucking bring gear, but... the only thing I need is a fucking slow ass, fat ass, fucking hammer axe of some kind. And just fucking pray for that Wind Fury proc. I mean, because if you're talking a mage, right? Like, if I can get a hold of them. Like, they go through all the shit, we go through all the CCs, we go through the trinkets, we go through the potions, and I get a hold of that fucking mage. And I get one fucking prop with... I can't think of the mace, but there's plenty. But with like some like 3.2, 3, like even higher, really, like 3.8 weapon speed, top end is fatty, triple crit Wind Fury. It's that the duel's over. It's a one shot. It doesn't matter how good the mage is. It doesn't matter how bad I am. It's just straight RNG. What's up, gamer Rick? Had someone join earlier and they're curious about like what happened. So I kind of gave him the lowdown. But he's a kick dude. And like I multi-stream, so like I stream to kick, but I don't like exclusively stream it. Like my main platform is Twitch. And once I get affiliate, I can't do that anymore. Like it's exclusive. You have to only stream to Twitch. But I don't know. It kind of seems like you could maybe possible like for smaller guys, like be possible to get like somewhat of a following over there. Cause in like in my chat, I get people like people pop in, but they don't really say anything. It's just like people pop in and lurk for a minute. But the only people who like stick around and chat are like people who like I met in game and like they spent some time in my chat and we've talked and blah blah blah. But like I pick up way more random views on Kick. Also, but I don't know how like the monetization works there. I know nothing about it. If you have to get some sort of affiliate or if they do subscriptions or shit like that. And let me know if you can hear me alright too. Am I good to go back to this guy or do I gotta go back to Orgrimmar? This stupid ass quest. I'll never do it again. I'll literally never do it again. I'm not gonna lie, there's a little piece of me that hoped like after last night that I would get at least an email from Twitch that's like oh, you're good to go for affiliate. Fill out our fucking information again. And it's honestly like a lot. Like it's fucking annoying feeling like you need like you gotta give them your bank information. Like it's a pain in the ass to like verify that you're a real person and like all for taxes and shit. Like it's a whole thing that I've already went through once. But I was hoping like I'd hit that last night with, or not last night, the night for last night with the big blow up. But not enough people followed. Yeah, we got, but like, I can't remember your character name. You still had a shot, if I remember right. He might be in the main guild now. I don't remember your in-game name, but if I remember, you still had a shot. What am I doing? I gotta go all the way back to this guy. So I turn it in and then I go back to him. I'm never doing this quest again. Oh, that's fucked. It's like when you're at 39 and you got 6 days left, like you gotta put in work, but like there's a chance, you know. When you're level 13, you're just kind of playing for fun, right? What level am I almost? So don't accept the next quest. Complete. So run back to him. This cannot be worth the time. I love how, like in real life, if we were playing real classic, level 13 is like that's when you run RFC. But at level 13, I have to literally convince them like that my gear is fucking juiced. Uh, 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 to get into a fucking RFC group. And I don't want a tank, but it's like, whatever. He's like, how close are you to leveling? Fuck does it matter? Can I add one more to my stats? Can I have me run out and train something? Let's hope everybody's close. Looks like they need some thunder buff. Probably picking up the quest. Who's the healer though? It's gonna be this druid. We're gonna be careful. You should be stacked too. What kind of gear this motherfucker got? Thanks for the follow, bro. I appreciate it. What kind of gear you got? Oh, this kind of stats. All healing. Oh, that's just straight up torn shit right there, huh? I was worried about like the instant output, but like I shouldn't have to worry about fucking, even though they're hot. Thanks for the follow, ATR. It looks like you're gonna fuck, bro. I just showed up and I was like, how's this bro have even close to the same amount of HP as me? Like when I'm this juiced. I lost a 50 and a 30 plus. Dropped all their gold into fucking leveling this character just for fun, because like I'm out of the tournament. And then I show up and dude's got just plus healing and still has more HP than me. What the fuck's going on? Doesn't matter. We don't need a real fucking tank anyway. It's just like, don't let the fucking healer die. Oh, you still got Rend. That's it. When's it supposed to drop again? That's why you guys got so much HP. So I'm running double your guys' HP without Rend. I got it. That makes more sense. Fuck. My face? You want my face on? I'll put my face on. It was just late and I didn't want to fuck with the face cam shit. It's whatever. It still kind of sucks, but you're gonna have to deal with it. I wouldn't mind any mage water either. Wait, is that a random asking me? Charge that motherfucker. Alright. 5 silver for a stack of 10. But anyways, like no one ever will dream this, or no one will ever join the same Discord. It's like, hey, we should all have comms. And the best way to do it is to have everybody be able to talk and join Discord. But nobody ever fucking does. But if I get into a group and I'm like, at least there's one person talking that everybody can hear, I'm like, hey, hold off here. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. And like kind of like leading it. The cam should be on now. What the... Rick, is my cam on now? Talking about repairing? Some bitch. That should be fine. But anyways, like when I try to get, like when I get in a group and like I try to get everybody on Discord, it never works. Like most of the time, like there's like one other person that joins the group. Nobody wants to fuck with it. But if you just post your Twitch and you're willing to take lead, like people will just join and listen. And it makes it so much better. It's like, hold off here. Like we're gonna go left here. We're gonna go right here. When I lost So I was in a martyrdom with my 49 hunter, and that's like honestly, if we were all on comms somehow, like even just only one person talking, we would have been fine. But instead, we lost fucking 3 people. So not enough communication, which I don't think. Rick, I think you're still in here, but I don't think anyone from the group still is. So still kind of irrelevant, but. I'm glad that, alright, like, I'll take the follows, that's cool. Maybe Texan's still in here. But yeah, it's like, it was a poll that it was like, if someone, especially the tank, no, I don't have work, so I'm off until the 6th. But, yeah, I mean, if at least the tank was, like, on comms and was like explaining what's going on. It's like, hey, I'm gonna pull here, and like we're gonna need traps, we're gonna need polys, we're gonna need this or that. But it's just there was nothing, and like since we were steamrolling it, he's like, oh, might as well just pull this fucking fat pack. And me and the healer were back drinking, and it fucking wiped us, and we lost a 52 healer and the 52 tank. And luckily, me, another hunter, and a feral druid got out alive. The feral druid's 60 now, but the other hunter and I died the next day. Which I feel like is like kind of meant to happen. So it's whatever. But I mean, like it'd be super dope to like have a chance in the competition, like get somewhere, you know? Especially like just with the traction you get, like say like I get into a duel with like Snuts or Zico, like one of these fat daddies, and I smash them, like, and then all their viewers come over to watch my next fucking duel, like, that just made my fucking life right there. Not made my life, but, you know, like, it's huge. And the fact that that's gone kind of sucks. I'd rather gain a real fucking audience by, like, being real and having people actually wanting to come watch your stream because you're entertaining to them for whatever reason. So but if you told me right now you get Mitch Jones to fucking raid me after he was done streaming with fucking 20,000 people in his stream, I would not say don't do it. I would definitely encourage you to do it. I feel like dungeons, like, if you're really trying to, like, level quick, they're hardly worth it. Unless everyone's on the same fucking page at the same fucking level. And, like, coordinating way before it ever happens. Like, there's so much downtime. Like, how much XP could I have gained by now? Like, I would be 14 for sure. It's just like, okay, I get through here, I turn in all these quests, and I get a fat boost of XP, and it puts me ahead of my normal route, which is cool. Yeah, no, I had a medical issue, actually, which is why I'm off. I got, like, functionally, mentally, and mostly physically, but unable to perform the type of work that I do, I guess, is the best way to put it. I ran into the hardest time in life. Isn't there supposed to be one more quest? Is it supposed to be 5? I ran into the hardest time in life that I've ever had, and my life's been fucking shit. So 5 is a chain, I know, but it's hidden thieves, or hidden enemies, isn't it? Oh wait, okay, no wait, hold on. Don't go in yet. I didn't realize I had to do this part. I'm not about to waste this whole ass quest just because I need to talk to him. Give me 1 second. But anyways, yeah, a lot of shit happened at the same time. Yeah, I just texting. You're in the stream, right? Because it seems like you're responding to things that I'm saying in the stream. Say yes in group chat if you are. Yeah, so I did everything. I just forgot about that part where you have to talk to him and then go back and talk to Thrall and then go back to RFC. So all I gotta do is go talk to Thrall. But anyways, yeah, life hit me like a ton of bricks, and it has a million times, but this time it, like, in a lot of ways, obviously, like, health-wise is the reason why I'm not at work right now, but in a lot of ways, financially, um, with my family, my relationships with my wife and my kids, a lot of things kind of all took a really big hit at one time. And it was really either I took the time off and got myself straight, or I just continued down a path that, like, to be honest, like, I probably wouldn't have came back from. It was bad. It was a bad time of life. And I'm nearing I'm nearing the end of the bad part. Like, things are getting better. Things have been getting better. Things are about how long I've been off work for. So, like, I don't want to get too into it because it's like, number one, it's hard for me to talk about. Like, I feel shame in some of it, for one. But I've been off work for 18 months, or 18 weeks, sorry. And I'm going to return to work on the 6th. It's been pretty serious. Wasn't like a need a week off to figure stuff out type of thing. That's for damn sure. And, like, financially, we've taken a huge fucking hit. But, like, I'm working through things. My wife, with myself, with my kids, in ways that I wouldn't have been able to do, like, while I'm at work 60 hours a week. So, it's necessary, you know? It just sucks. Sometimes shit hits the fan, like when it rains it pours. Not always, but for me this time, when it started raining, it started fucking pouring. I lost a lot. Like, a lot. And honestly, like, I joined this competition because it's like, I felt like it gave me something to, I don't even know, like, how to describe it. I joined it for a good cause, and, like, I legitimately thought that, like, I had a chance to win. But I realized, like, I was starting to go backwards with some things. That makes sense. like I was treating the game like a job, when the reason why I'm off work is to not be working, and I was treating the game like I was working. I mean, my hunter, I think it was like 6 days my hunter was level 49. That's a lot of fucking playing, and which also means that's a lot of time I didn't spend. Like, yeah, I stream in my front room, so I'm a part of everything that's happening, like, with my family. But, like, I'm not fully there, right? Like, I'm still playing the game. You know what I mean? And it started, before my wife even brought it up, it started to bother me. Like, and that's why, like, when I died on my hunter, like, I wish I had the clip, because no one in their right fucking mind would have, like, tried to make the fucking run that I tried to make. But, like, I kind of wanted to die, you know? And, like, with the Mak'Gora the other day, like, it was a level, 3 levels ahead of me. Like, I was assuming most of my abilities are not gonna hit. Like, they're gonna resist. Like, I didn't stand a real chance at winning that duel. That's the way I kind of looked at it right off the bat. This is way too much. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. We're gonna go hard right here. Boom, like that. Quit attacking Teddy, boy. Teddy's my guy. Yeah, you too. Fuck off attacking Teddy. But anyways, if you're still here, like, it's a sob story, it's a pity story, and I don't like I don't sit around on, like, I really haven't talked about it to anyone outside of, like, a couple of close friends, and then, like, obviously, like, counselors and shit. But every once in a while, like, it's been a while since I talked about it, so every once in a while it's kind of good to get off your chest again. Like, I'm not saying, like, go full details, fucking explain my life story or anything like that, but just talk about, like, it in general, you know, because, like, people ask, like, bro, you're gone fucking, like, all day long, and all of a sudden you're home all day long. What the fuck has changed, you know? Because you seem the same to me. There's just a lot to it. And, like, I'm not the type, like, I don't ask for, I don't want, I don't need pity. I don't, like, I appreciate kind words, don't get me wrong. I appreciate kind words. Like, I know people relate in one way or the other, and that's why I do talk about it. Like, the situations may be completely fucking different. I guarantee at some point in your life you felt similar in some way to how I've felt in the last couple months. So it's worth talking about. It's worth talking about a little bit, even if it gets someone else to open up and, like, be like, oh fuck, and maybe I should deal with this shit, you know? Like, I love to have fun and, like, mess around, you know? Like the other night was a fucking blast. All that bullshit with the Mak'Gora and all, like it was a fucking blast, you know. But like I'm also at a point in my life where like there's times when like if I have the opportunity to help somebody out, like I would much rather have that be my content. I'd rather have one person watching my stream that is like, fuck, I'm going through some hard shit too. Maybe I should fucking deal with myself instead of fucking ignore it. Than have 300 people watching and subbing and all this bullshit. So I'll talk about it a little bit, but the other thing is like everything you fucking say on your stream is like out there forever, you know? Which I don't care as much because like I've done what I've done. And if someone wanted to really find out what the fuck I've done in my life, I mean, I don't have charges or anything like that. I've never done anything weird. I've just made some bad decisions in my fucking life that affected myself and my family. They can figure it out if they wanted to. They wouldn't be all that impressed. I'm no fucking serial killer. But to me, it's important, you know? Texan, are you able to keep me up alright? Like, do you think we're gonna be fine for the rest of the dungeon? Okay. Just making sure. I haven't been paying that much attention, but... yeah, as long as we're good, we're good. Or as long as you say we're good, I'll say we're good. But yeah, I mean, what I will say is I went through a, what's a good word for it? Program. Do we need more of any of the, do we need to take the other side? For the, let's see, which one is it? Oh no, we got them all. Dope, we didn't even have to take the other side. But I went through like a treatment program that lasted like 35 days. Was part of that. I've learned a lot about myself. I'm 31, I got a wife and 3 kids, and like it seems like since the time I had my first one at 21 until now, like it feels like it's been 3 weeks, but so much has fucking happened and I've unpacked nothing. And I just work, and like I got one income, right? Like I'm the only income in the house. My wife's a stay-at-home mom, and we chose for it to be that way. Like we're in agreement on that because childcare is so expensive, for one. And two, it's like if I have the choice, even if we have to suffer, like, and trust me, we fucking do. Even if we have to suffer, like, I would rather my wife be the one taking care of my kids, their mom, than some fucking rando. And it's even worse these days. Well, that's actually kind of sick. We tend to have... It's weird how much shit you can have in common with some random dude you meet on the fucking internet. Didn't you... Wait, you told me you had 3 boys, right? Was that you? Yeah, we talked about it. I got 3 girls. Yep. But yeah, uh, layman's terms, I needed some time for myself. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I still like was responsible for like making sure the bills are paid and all that bullshit. But I needed some time to like think about my shit. You know, think about where I was going, what I need, what makes me happy, and what doesn't. Why the fuck I drink so much? Why the fuck I smoke so much? Why the fuck I'm so sad all the time? You know what I mean? Like, shit, we all fucking, like, we all feel it at times. Like, we just don't talk about it, you know? But there could be 85 people in this fucking chat, bunch of dudes that are all 31 and have 8 kids, 3 kids, no kids. And there's not a damn one of them that's gonna say, I've never, at one point in my life, felt like something wasn't right, you know? Like, something could be worked on, you know? It's just, I hit a point where I felt like everything needed work. Everything. Because I don't want to be a father. And I don't want to just be a husband. Like, I want to be dad and daddy. And I want to be my wife's best friend again. And I want to be financially comfortable. And I want to not be filled with anxiety all the time. And is any of that shit gonna be like fixed like with this time off? No. But at least like I've had time to like reflect on it and understand it and understand myself a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no, I mean, it's really, in my opinion, even though I'm like one of these people who's like going through all this shit, like it's still, in my opinion, is like a choice to wake up. Like it's a choice to be happy, you know, to a degree, you know. Like with all the bullshit, it's still like a choice to be happy, and that's what it comes down to. And it's like, what are you gonna do today? Like, what are you gonna do today that validates yourself, that makes you happy, that makes you proud, that makes you be like, I did this, and that's all I needed. Like, if I did nothing else, that was enough for today. It could be one, like, I don't, like, start at grocery shopping. Start making your fucking bed in the morning. You know what I mean? I just got to a point where it's like, I didn't care about fucking nothing except for keeping the fucking lights on, keeping my fucking kids fed and taken care of, and showing up. But I wasn't showing up, you know? Like, I was there physically, but I wasn't showing up mentally, you know? And I think a lot of dudes get there, and they just don't fucking talk about it. And it ends in divorce, and it ends in kids without fathers. And what's even worse is I feel like most people who, even if they do get to the point, yeah, like my dad was the dude, like, you better not fucking, like, I think the first time he called me a pussy little bitch, I was probably 4. Like, there was no talking about being sad or having feelings about shit. That was some bullshit. That didn't exist. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is this the hardest guy in this dungeon? Please tell me this is the hardest guy in this fucking dungeon. Oh my fucking god. Bro, please tell me that was the hardest boss in this dungeon though. Like, I feel like the next two bosses, they don't hit like that. I'm right? I'm fucking playing it safe for the rest of this. I went in here too fucking early anyways. Well, let's play it safe. Let's go ahead and play that game right there. We can get wild at some other point. Tonight is not that night. Yeah, most people like, if you're above the age of, let's say, 25, maybe a little bit older, like, chances are you grew up with a dad who was like, rub some dirt on it and shut the fuck up and get the fuck back out there. Like, if you're in sports, like, get the fuck back out there. You know what I mean? Like, chances are. Maybe not. Maybe you got lucky. Had someone who's a little bit more understanding. But I'm not gonna be that person. So, like, I'm gonna recognize it. And I'm gonna fucking fix it. Problem is money. Yeah, that's the hardest. Like, that's the most fucked up part of it. The most fucked up part of it is fucking money. Bro, come on, I got rock batter. Attack me. Alright, this kind of... I've only been here a few times. Since like 2004 or some shit. But I know the shit can get a little bit wild right here. So... And this guy pats. I don't think he pats. Does he pat all the way through? I don't know who's... It might just be you in here texting. I'm not sure, but... If he pats all... Yeah, he's gonna pat up here, so we'll grab him. Our fucking rogue, I just thought was an enemy. A stealth enemy. And then I'm thinking... mage pull with that. We're gonna LOS that guy, so let's just hit him first. And Warlock will be next. We're gonna LOS the Warlock, so don't... Ah, fuck. Fucking resist. There's some bullshit. The resist though. That's like the worst part about Classic. It's just so many miss and resists and fucking hit caps and... Like, who the fuck wants to work on hit cap? And resist cap? Like, who the fuck wants to work on that? Take this bitch out first because he's gonna be quick. Where's mage pool? What's this guy doing? What you doing? You gonna repoly or should I grab it? Alright. See, I'm paying attention a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll opt to tank a dungeon ever again. That's probably a no for me. They just chunk, like the big ones, they just chunk too hard. They chunk so hard. Fucking Roadwalker. Okay, I don't remember how do these guys work. I think you can pull them separate, right? About to find out. Isn't we? One on the right pulling it. Okay, so it's 2 at a time, that's fine. I don't know, but other times I feel like a whole better aggro than a warrior at this level. I don't have taunt, but I feel like in general, the aggro is better. I mean, if I miss everything, the aggro shit. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so hold on. Who the fuck's, if you're in the party and you're in this stream and you're not texting, press Y. I have feelings to me nobody. That's the smart game. Be much easier to like say this out loud. I was right, he doesn't. I'm pressing all the wrong fucking buttons. Literally every fucking wrong button I have. Oh boy. Sorry, mage. You got to tank that round. Hopefully you need that robe right there. We don't... I know. Honestly, I feel like he took less damage than I do. Anyways, moving on. Let's go ahead and take on these guys right here. Use dynamite, because that's like, oh, they resisted both. I was about to say, let's use the dynamite, because that's like all I can do for damage, and they literally both resisted it. Oh, I don't have rock biter on. That's probably the biggest issue. I'm glad to hear that because I feel like I suck balls. So we can't really line of sight very well. So let's go ahead and mage pull that. We're gonna wreck this motherfucker. Yeah, rock biter. It's usually kind of important if you're tanking at least. It's the way to go. Still though, like those dudes they're literally their openers just destroy. Like it slows down after the openers, but their openers are fucking insane. Alright, so now this dude, here's the deal. He's gonna try to cast some shit. So we need boom like that. See that? That's some pro shit. That's some professional level gaming that y'all just witnessed. Oh, he took aggro. Subpar. It is what it is. I got 3 viewers, so I don't fucking expect too much from him. I'm clearly not the best player in the world. Fuck you. Yeah, I got rock biter on this time, bitch. Streaming would be so much fun if there was like a bunch of people in chat, you know? Like the real streamers get. The ones that aren't fucking losers. Anyways, like if there's a bunch of people and a bunch of shit going on, everybody talking shit to me about how bad I suck at tanking as a shaman. That'd be so much fun. He's gonna do what? I bet you this mage is gonna pop up. It's gonna polymorph that motherfucker before I even mark it. I don't even need to. The mage knows what he's doing. Dude's getting polymorphed. Watch. He's not even in the stream. He's gonna polymorph him. Oh shit, no he's not. Maybe he's in the stream and he just sabotaged me. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Why the fuck are you pulling aggro? I'm not even doing that much damage. You're not even that good, bro. Let's go ahead and kill that motherfucker. And let's kill that motherfucker, and then we'll kill that motherfucker. Boom, dingly boom. Uh-huh. Use one of my bombs. Boom. She knew about that. Why the fuck mage? It's almost like she's got a specific threat ability. Huh. What's up, bitch? And, like, I can do damage to him, but nope. The mage polymorphed him, so he's gotta go for the mage. The problem is, and I didn't know this shit when the first time I rolled a shaman, which was like yesterday. Don't make a whole lot of fun of me. You can make a little bit of fun of me. I bought a level 5 two-handed axe. A green one. I'm like, alright. I'm about to put some fire on this bitch, and I'm gonna carry it until level fucking 25. Until I find something cool and it's worth using. And just smash firing. And, so I Google where to train two-handed axes. Board. Orgrimmar, go there. I'm like, Okay, going through the list. It takes me forever. Going through the list, I'm like one-handed axes, staves. See, you know, two-handed axes on here, and then it hits me, and I'm like, fuck. I think it's kind of like dual wield. I think it's kind of like the equivalent of dual wield, and it's probably a talent. Sure as shit. I enchanted a level 5 axe with fiery, and I couldn't fucking use it. And it gets better. It's better. I really hope you're here for this, Rick. So, not that specific character, but another character I die on. So I was sending shit back and forth between characters. I'm like, alright, I'm focusing on one. Happens to be the one you're watching now. I'm sending shit back and forth. Something that got lost in the mix while deleting my characters was a two-handed axe with fire. So 26 gold-ish. And just fucking pissed it away. Why is everybody sad? I don't think anyone's in my chat except for Texan, so. I don't think I'll ever know. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, stop by whenever you want. For sure, bro. I'll be playing hardcore. I plan on playing like Wrath of the Lich King, but I want to see what happens with like BlizzCon. It's either gonna be Classic Plus or Kata. I don't know how interested in Kata I am, but if it's Classic Plus, I'm definitely gonna be on that shit. Not as much because I'll be back at work, but either way, I'll be streaming when I am. So if you liked hanging out, come back. But have a good night. I have a 10-year-old who just turned 10 on the 16th. A 3-year-old who just turned 3 on the 4th of this month. And an 8-year-old. And yes, they're a fucking handful. And yes, they talk about boys. And yes, I own weapons. And yes, I have to refrain myself from talking to said boys. I'm just kidding, I don't own any weapons actually. I used to. I no longer own any weapons. Girls are hard though, because I feel like my son, I feel like it'd be a lot harder on my son. And like not intentionally, like unconsciously almost, you know. 9-5, 2 weeks, bro. So you got people who say there's people either say the infant stage is the easiest stage, or they say it's the hardest stage, and I'm like 100% on board with that. Infant stage is the hardest fucking stage. Like the inability to soothe them whatsoever, like when they're just fucking screaming and you try everything you possibly can. Like, you walk around the block, you take them on a 6-mile drive in their car seat, you play their favorite music, you put them in their crib, you put the little, I can't remember, the little circular things that spin above their crib. Put their favorite toy in there, stuffed animals. Put the goddamn dog in there with them. And it's just nothing. Yeah, and a lot of times, like, if they could just tell you, like, my fucking tooth hurts, bro, and if you just give me a Tylenol, like, I'd stop crying right now. But you don't know. And then on top of that, like, my wife was like, she wasn't big on, like, medicine at all because she didn't want to build up, like, immunities with little things when they needed things when they got older. Like, especially antibiotics. So we weren't just like, oh, baby's crying, I think it's teething, give her Tylenol. You know, it's like, we had to, like, if she didn't know for sure that it wasn't, like, pain related, she was not giving them Tylenol or ibuprofen. And so we dealt with, like, a lot. I mean, a lot of just non-stop crying. I mean, it's enough to drive you fucking crazy. It really is. And getting through that stage, especially as a man, and, like, this is another one of those, it's like a hot take, but as a man, like, when you first have the baby, like, there's this super emotional feeling, like, super attached, super, like, protective, adrenaline, all these things are just running juice, and you cry. And then you come home and you have, all of a sudden it becomes this object that is literally ruining your fucking life. Like, constantly screaming in your fucking ear. You can't get anything done. You can't go anywhere. You can't even think without it interrupting. You know what I mean? And nobody talks about that. Everybody's like, oh, what, my daughter, she's the most, she is now. But when you're in that period, when someone bought, it's like someone bought that's like a piano, like one of those little keyboards for your 4-year-old, and it's super fucking loud and they won't stop fucking playing it all day long. You want to throw that fucking piano right out the window. Yeah. But then there's that point where it's somewhere around, like, I'm gonna say like 6 months, where you're like changing their diaper and you look up at them and they're just giving you this full-on smile, like they're saying love you dad with their eyeballs, and everything fucking changes. Then it all changes. Like, everything becomes so much easier because it feels so much more worth it, because you have that human interaction with your child and you feel like it's your child and it's not just this object that's just fucking bugging you. That's why I think for men, like, maybe it's probably different for women, I can't speak for them, but for men, I think that the infant stage is the hardest fucking stage. I need to go to Thunder Bluff. I wonder how much a major, here's a major right here. Hey, can you port me to Almost by chance? Please? Rick, what's your in-game name? I keep forgetting. Like, you popped up in my chat, and then I knew it was you when your name popped up. Why do they gotta be like 50 silver? No. It's the one reason why I should roll a fucking mage. And this bitch, like, she could even just not port me. What am I gonna do about it? No? fucking bastards. Bunch of fucking dicks. Anyways, yeah, what's your in-game name? Maybe that's it. Yeah, you're the only person in here. Nobody likes to watch my fucking stream except for you, obviously. I keep calling you Rick, because your name is Gamer Rick. But Rick may have nothing to do with your name. So that might be why there's a communication issue. Okay, so it is Ricky. Battle enemy. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Right here. This is my BattleNet name. I'm giving ample time. In fact, while I'm giving ample time, I'm gonna go take a piss. So I'll be right back. My guy. Did you drop out of the... You dropped out of the tournament? Like, I don't remember what your character was or where you were at or anything, but did you drop out of the tournament? What? Did you... So you just randomly came across my Twitch stream? And been chilling ever since? Was he a big streamer? Or is it just some random... I'm curious, like, because he's a big... Someone messaged me afterwards and was like, Josito was watching you, messaging you, and giving you tips, and I never noticed. Like, I was, to be honest, like, I was pretty fucking drunk. So, nothing was really registering very well. Like, I've seen who he is, but what was his take on what was going on? Was he just like a dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? Was it like he kind of got fucked? I'm just curious what his take was. Yeah, I had no fucking clue, bro. I had no clue. And the guy I dueled, he got on my stream like hours later when no one else was really in here. There's only like a few people in, and he's like, "Bro, you would have smashed me if you wouldn't have had the debuff." He's like, "I can't believe you fucking dueled me after you had the debuff." He's like, "I would have stood no fucking chance." He's like, "I was sweating with the debuff." And I had no fucking clue, bro. No clue whatsoever. And what's even worse and more embarrassing is I didn't know. I thought like the shadow resist pots were like high level. So like you're like 50 plus type of thing, like up with pet trees and all that. And like as a shadow priest, you get, like Devouring Plague has the same exact buff slash debuff icon as the shadow resist potion. So I joined the duel not knowing that I was 20% behind. I also joined the duel thinking there was no chance that he could use a shadow resist pop because in my brain these are higher level. I just dueled him, he played fair. Like he was trying in the duel. You know, like I smoked him, but he was trying. And so I'm like, this is easy. So even with his fucking axe, with fiery, like whatever, like I killed him in the time that he was fucking feared. Like it shouldn't be a problem, you know. But yeah, I was unaware of a couple things. And like I hate talking about it. Probably, I mean, why are you asking? Because if there's a reason for me to stream longer, then I will. But I don't know, probably not that much longer unless I have a reason to. I'm kind of just like, yeah, probably not that much longer. My wife's gonna be pissed at me anyways, so she'll probably hit the sack soon. But yeah, the one thing that like I feel embarrassed about, and the most fucked up part is it was the most legit thing that was happening was, yeah, like I said, there's a lot going on in my life right now, so there's there's weird, it's like there's expectations that need to be met on certain levels with everybody. It's weird, but and like we have no money right now, so it's like me fucking staying up until fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and then waking up at 11, and us having no fucking money in the bank account is her, like, the way she doesn't say it, but you know that she's looking at me like, if you're at work, this wouldn't be a fucking problem, or as much of a problem, you know? I do, but like it like lapses in like between certain periods. So right now, like I'm in a lapse period where like I'm waiting for approval, which honestly the approval won't end up happening until like the end of it anyways. So like we are just in a waiting period where it's like everything is on hold until the decision is made. At first, it took, I think, 3 weeks until I got a paycheck. And then I filed for an extension. And then it took another 3 weeks until I got a paycheck, and it was back pay. And in between both of those, I got one check. It's like one regular check. So I got the back paycheck and then one check. And then this one, I haven't received a check in a month. and I'm almost done with my leave. So yeah, things are tight. And like honestly, going back to work is like a worse option right now, just because I will lose all that time, like all that back pay. If I go right now, I'll lose all the back pay. So it's like not worth it to even go back to work right now, even if I feel like I was mentally ready to go back to work. I would just lose out on all the back pay money. So I'm just in like a shitty predicament. It is kind of crazy that you didn't even come from. I figured you were like one of the guildies. Because there was like some, like I had some guildies, it was like half and half. I had like half, but the problem is like the half the guildies that were like, had my back were like, this shit's fucked up and everything that happened was fucked up and you fucking cheated them. Like they weren't speaking up as much. They'd whisper me and they'd post like here and there. It's just all the ones talking shit, like way overtook them in the chat. But it's crazy that like that's where you came from, is watching someone else's stream and ended up here. Totally thought that you were part of the Starforge thing. Because I've had a couple people who, they were like regular for a little while. But I think they died on their tournament character and just quit playing. I started, are you on Alliance? I guess I can just fucking check, right? No, I can't. Are you Alliance Undefies Pillager? How did I do that? I could lose the Zeppelin right now. Yeah, is you Alliance or Forward on Defies Pillager? I'm curious. Because I was playing Alliance on Defies Pillager before this tournament. Oh, I was just asking if you're Alliance on Defies Pillager or Horde. I came from Alliance Pillager before I joined this tournament. Yeah, I kept dying right around like the level 20 mark. I'd get like all the abilities that I wanted, I get beefed up. And I'm like, alright, now I can take on the whole fucking world. And yeah, pull a little bit too much, fucking die every single goddamn time. Yep. Especially when you get the world buffs too. Like you get that summon to ZG, get that port to Orc or to Stormwind. You're like just fucking, you're feeling it. Like you got all your elixirs going, like your fucking buff bars, like it's taking up half your screen, and you're like, there's no way I can fucking die now. And that's exactly when you fucking die. I think my highest level, it might actually be my mage that I still have over there. it might be, which is like level 22, I think. And I was gonna try the AoE farming thing. But the thing is, like, alright, here's where I'm at with classic hardcore. And I, like, nobody will really talk about this that plays hardcore with me. But, so, okay, say I get to level 60 on whatever class that I want to get to level 60 on. And then I get all the pre-bis gear. Like, let's say you happen to get into good groups and you don't end up wiping, especially if you're not playing a rogue or a hunter where you have the option to like kind of get out, slash being able to afford a petri, which are like 80 fucking gold, which can't always save you. So like, let's say you get through all that and you get your pre-bis gear. You can't PvP. You join a raiding guild. Any of the raiding guilds that are already there and are ready to raid already have a full group. So like you're in a bench spot hoping that you can get into a raid. Or you join a pug group of 60s. Or you join a sketchy new level 60 raid guild. Those are all your options. Laid them all out. At some point between right then and you getting even partially through Black-Ring Lair, you're gonna wipe and you're gonna fucking die. Because you're not in Frontier. You're not with the top tier players. So why the fuck am I even playing hardcore? That's like, that's... at the end of the day, like, that's where I'm... Is it like... I feel like the real point is to get to 60, and then once you get to 60, it's like... Alright, I made it to 60, like, I can get my pre-bis if I want. Chances are I'm not getting into a raid. Yeah, I'm just playing for fun too, but... It's just like... But once you get there, like... Then what? And so... I'm like, alright, I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna play... Wrath of the Lich King. I got a level 70 that was like, I had a free upgrade a long time ago. I haven't played it. I'm like, I haven't played that. I logged on. Did like the couple of first, like, you get like, just like 2 little, talk to your trainer and train this and learn how to use your talents and blah, blah, blah. And I set up my talents and like I had a specific build. I was going for the SLSO build, you know what I'm talking about. SLSO build a fucking, Belguard. There you go. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna wreck shit. This is the shit. This is what I'm doing. I'm fucking running this shit. I walked about a third of the way through Orgrimmar and I logged out and I didn't even think about going back. What time is it there? Out of curiosity. Cause it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning here. That makes sense. Should have trained at 14, huh? That was bullshit. It's like dark album blood. Level 14. That's the quest we're doing. Like something got odd. I feel like something's fucked up with my arrested XP guide. Sending me here to kill level 6 dudes. I mean, I get for the slumber sand, but there's other quests that, like, yeah, slumber sand is, you need it for the end, but like, the guide isn't about the tournament, so I'm so confused. Yeah, it's a great quest. $14, so like, where does it tell me to go from here? 13 to 15 silver pine, 15 to 19 the barons. I'm almost 15. I can probably just skip silver pine, you think? So 15, 19. That's what we're doing. Pine. Questing silver pine sucks fucking balls. Cause you have the Sons of Argo who are just like pop up out of fucking nowhere and one shot you. And you can't see anything anywhere because there's like trees everywhere. I just don't like it. I don't like the only thing Silverfall is good for is SFK as a cloth wearer or as someone who can fucking farm it and get BOEs and make a fucking piss load of money. In fact, the whole undead area, I hate Western Eastern Plaguelands too. They can all fuck off. So I guess I came all the way here to turn in this RFC quest. Whatever. And then we're gonna go to Barons and play the real game. Cause the Barons are the shit. Man, I wish it wasn't so hard to get affiliate. It just feels so like you're not in it when you don't have that subscribe button, you know? Like just the subscribe button. I'm not saying it like, come on, 1 minute. Shit's huge when you're leveling. But they might not drop her right away. I might turn on this quest. I don't think I'm that far away. It's mostly like the amount of viewers and then like consistent viewers. And then I think the biggest one is getting 50 follows and then the 250 hours of streaming, which I'm not that far away from the streaming one. And I'm pretty close to the followers too. I'm not that far away. The biggest one is I don't know how strict they are on it nowadays. It used to be like a very strict thing, but it kind of seems a little bit less strict now of all time streaming an average of 3 viewers. Yeah, so I'm pretty close there. I'm pretty close on the hours streaming. It's just I'm not I can't say for sure like how they are about the average of 3 viewers. Because I streamed for most of my hours with no viewers. And then I got to a point where like I would have an average of 3 viewers like throughout my stream. Then I had one night where I had an average of fucking 50 viewers. But it's still like it was short periods of time, so like I'm still way under 3 throughout all of those hours, but I'm not sure how they calculate it anymore. I think the biggest thing is you hit the hours, you hit the followers, and I think you get the, as long as you, and 5 people like have talked in chat at the same time, which I think I hit that in one night. I don't think those are, I think the biggest thing is 50 followers and time spent streaming. I think that's the big ones. And then they'll send you an email and be like, you want to sign up for affiliate? And then you have to put in all your, you have to sign your life away to them and NDAs and shit. Like you're not even, like if, so I multi-stream now, like I'm live on Kick. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Facebook right now. But once, if I hit, or if I get affiliate with Twitch, if I accept affiliate with Twitch, then I will have to be exclusive to Twitch. At least that's how it used to be, not that long ago. I'd assume it's the same way. Which is cool. I mean, it's where I get the most traction anyways. Like, it'd be cool to blow up on, like, Kick because it's brand new. It's like, be part of, like, maybe it's up and coming. Or even if it's not, like, just be a part, like, be up there, you know? But I just don't see it with Kick because, like, everybody's watching, like, Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Grand Theft Auto. You know, it's almost like the kid version of Twitch, you know? Yeah, I honestly think I'm close. I honestly think that I'll get the email anytime. I know I at least need the 50 followers. That is a guarantee. And I at least need 250 hours streaming. I don't know if I can check this shit while I'm on stream. A lot of things are blocked out because they don't want you accidentally opening up your settings on stream. So we have 44. Mine shows 44, but this may not be updated for this current stream, so you're using 48 could be accurate. That I got 4 during the stream for followers. Stream 8 hours per month. I'm almost, okay, it says I'm almost an affiliate. Yeah, average. So the one thing that I'm missing right now is the 6 followers /2, you say, which is probably true, and then the average 3 concurrent viewers. This wasn't here before, so I never saw this. This just popped up, so it must be because I'm getting close. But so in order for me to hit affiliate right now, I have to, and that one's only like a little over halfway filled. I'll just show you because there's nothing on this screen that gives anything away, so I should be able to show this. Huh. What is that showing? I don't know why it does. I just wanted to show this one fucking monitor, and it's such a pain in the ass. Is it this one? Yeah, right here. So yeah, right here. So what I'm looking at, so the 44 out of 50 followers, like, you said it's 48, so that's almost done. And then this one, apparently it's stream 8 hours per month. There's an average, I'm assuming, that they need 7 days per month. I beat that by, because I'm at 11 out of 1 month. So all I really need, because the last 2 followers is not a big deal. Is this number. This is the hardest one. To get people to come and stay engaged, because let's say I stream for 10 hours and for 30 minutes I have 100 people watching, but for 9.5 hours I have 0. I'm still not reaching an average of 3. So that's gonna be the hard one. And it was a hard one the first time too. Like what am I doing? Yeah, I remember the last time I got affiliate, it was like, my Discord, it's super simple. I can't type it. Okay, I'll send it to you here. For some reason, oh, I can't on my Twitch chat. Hold on. Let me go to my Twitch chat. For some reason, like through Streamlabs, I cannot type on my own channel. It's kind of actually ridiculous. It's literally that. It's that simple. Just Mike used to be my name, but nobody could figure it out, so I had to change it. Everybody's like, Mickey Guel? Mickey Guel? I'm like, alright, fuck that. I need to change my name. And there was like a, what's the word for it? Like a joke behind it that people don't know about. Can't think of the word right now. Inside joke, there you go. It's like an inside joke about it. But nobody fucking read it like that, so. Are you... Oh yeah, we just added on Rick, oh yeah, we are. Yeah, because you were sending me the videos. Yeah, you were sending me the videos of you at work. The ones that are super fucked up and I don't want to watch ever again. What do you mean? Blood and thunder. Go forth to victory. Yeah, that's where it's gonna get rough. Because like even tonight, like let's say I get somewhere, I'm just throwing out an example. Let's say I make a Reddit post and the Reddit post blows up and it has my what the fuck is going on? I gotta wait for some bullshit. And the Reddit post has my stream in it, right? And people are like, alright, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I want to hear more about this. If they show up for an hour and they hear about it and they leave and they don't show up tomorrow through my 10-hour stream, it doesn't fucking matter, you know? It's gotta be concurrent average of 3 players or 3 people watching. They don't make it easy when it comes to that. That's the one thing. What do you mean turning the fucking sample? I ain't got no fucking sample for you. What's going on? Moving the fuck on. Yeah, I mean the one, so like the one way to like really kind of like beat it is to get like a host or a raid, right? Like someone's got 30 people online. I get in, I start my stream, I'm like doing my thing, and then they raid me with 30 people, and those 30 people stick around for like, okay, obviously it's gonna dwindle because they didn't show up to watch me, they showed up to watch whoever raided me. But, 15, 20 people stick around for a 7-hour stream, like that's gonna boost that way up. That's the kind of shit that's the only way that I'm gonna get there anytime soon, unless I can like gather an actual following. Because I have like 3 people, but everybody's got weird times. Yeah, you can get super lucky. I knew a guy, what's his name? His name is Zuleta. But I can't remember the Twitch streamer's name. It was when Fortnite was fucking huge, when Fortnite was going fat. And this was like one of the biggest Fortnite streamers, and he had like, it was stupid. It was like 60,000 fucking or 60,000 viewers. And this guy had like 3, like at the time. And I was part of the stream when he raided him, and he only raided him because they had some word, and I'm not gonna remember the word, but like let's say zooted. That's a new word. Like when you get super stoned, zooted. Like they just created a word that they were trying to make fat and trying to make big, like trying to get the word to blow up. You know what I mean? And so they just typed in the hashtag with that word, and this is just some random kid streaming with like 2 viewers, and they hosted him with like fucking 70,000 viewers. And I think, and he like fell off. Like I still haven't followed him. Like I went back and followed him on my new account, just to like, cause I always kind of check in on him, cause I stuck with him for a while after he got that, cause I was like pumped for him. Like, what are the chances, Like, we all want to be that guy. It was like just chilling, doing your fucking stream, and all of a sudden you get a fucking 70,000 person raid. And like it slowly went down and down and down. But the one thing he didn't do is he didn't stay consistent. Like he had a consistent schedule, but he was constantly like flipping his games. Has he been able to maintain some viewers? Yeah, and it's like, see with this guy, it's like he had this one, like he freaked out at the beginning, and he's like, I just quit my job and moved in with my grandma, and I'm trying to do this full time, so this is fucking perfect, and blah blah. And so he had this whole thing going on at first, and like he freaked out and like put his chair on his head, and he was like fucking doing squats with his fucking chair on his head and shit. And then after that, it was just like he was just kind of switching from game to game. He wasn't really good at any of them. He didn't like the base that stayed around, because you're only gonna keep so much of that base. The base that stayed around because of either they're gonna stay because of like they like listening and watching you for who you are, or because of the game you're playing, or because of how you interact with the games that you play. Like those are the 3 ways, And the guy was just subpar with all of it, And like he wasn't really personable. It was just, I'm gonna hit a fucking, I don't remember the words for it anymore. I'm gonna hit a fucking 20 kill game. I'm gonna hit a fucking 100 kill game on Fortnite tonight. Fucking, same. That's all we talked about. Like that's all he talked about, Which, yeah, he's playing Fortnite, so it's relevant, but I don't know. You gotta add something to it. Like, I tried to take advantage of the best I could of when the whole blow up happened with the fucking duel. Like, I tried to take so much advantage of that. I think the problem is I went a little bit too much on the fucking troll side. Like, troll for me, but like everybody else thinking I was mad. And I can't maintain that. I can't maintain that, like, constantly angry, blaming everybody else thing, because it's not who I am, you know? And like, as soon as like everybody left and it was just a few of us left and we were talking, it was like, I was real about it. You know what I mean? I mean, I think I could have a hell of a fucking stream if, like, we're in here to be funny. You know what I mean? If we're in here to have a good time. I'm not looking for a group for RFC. This thing get fucky. This thing get way fucky. I'm fucking up my rested XP guy. Travel Stone Town Mountains. Already? What the fuck is going on? Okay, so I did Rage Fire Chasm now. Or Chasm now, level 15. I'm too fucking tired for this shit. But, thanks for looking out. And, yeah, I mean, if you can, even if people don't even fucking like me and they just want to put me on, or willing to put me on alert, just fucking put your volume to 1% and put me in the fucking background. I'm cool with that. Just to get back that affiliate, you know? And I'll keep working on it here and there. And, like, my plan is to build an audience that wants to watch me, not that necessarily wants to watch what I'm fucking playing, but watching me interact with what I'm playing, you know? I feel like I got a lot to give, a lot of experience, a lot of life experience. I'm a fucking total dick, and it seems to work out pretty well for me when it comes, like, to a comedy standpoint. So that's the one way, that's one thing that's like a positive about being a dick. Yeah, I mean, I just want to come in and have fun. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, like, it'd be super cool to get to a point to where, like, I could stream for a living. Like, oh, it's, of course, that's everybody's fucking dream. But that's never gonna happen. I just want my stream to be about, like, a bunch of dudes slash girls. I don't give a women. I don't give a shit what the hell you are. Like, just popping in and having a great fucking time, you know? I know it's possible. It's just, it's one of those things, like, saturated. So, like, I need to get off and go to sleep. But I'll give it, like, a quick example. Like, so, in Australia, is weed legal? Like, marijuana, cannabis, weed, pot, ganja. I don't know what the hell you guys call it. So, when they legalize it, it's state by state here in the States. And when they legalized it in I mean, the same thing happened in every state, but I'm just gonna speak to the state that I live in. When they legalized it in Oregon, there was. I literally love you, Melthor. Thank you for showing up. There was probably in the. It's a small. I live in a decently small town. I think it's like 35,000 people, and we had 14 dispensaries at one point. Fucking 14. And you had people still opening dispensaries. And you had people who lived in industrial areas who were using their shed as an address to sell weed out of. And everybody had a fucking grow operation in their backyard. And everybody thought they were gonna get rich. Now, there's 3 that aren't bankrupt. I'm not saying, like, streaming is the same thing. It's not the same. I'm just saying, like, when a market is so saturated, it's like, makes it so much harder to gain some ground. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, like, you can have all. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's like a good example is Dr. Disrespect, right? Because, like, when the fuck have you ever seen that? I have seen one Dr. Disrespect. You know what I mean? The thing is, my thing is, like, being too real. And not everybody vibes with that. It's not something, like, that pops out. It's something you have to, like, that grows on people. You know what I mean? Like, everybody who I meet in real life, like, wants to be my best friend eventually. But they don't want to be my best friend the second they meet me or the second they see me. You know what I mean? Like, I've literally always had this problem where it's like I have to be careful with, like, my interactions with people who I meet, because all of a sudden it's like I can't get them to stop texting me and inviting me to things and literally, like, taking over my fucking life. Like, I have to be careful about it. Well, I mean, I don't think I'll never. Like, there's always a possibility. Like, I mean, honestly, like, Mitch could come into my fucking stream right now and just be watching me for a half an hour and be like, you know what, I really like this dude. And then tomorrow, Mitch gets off his stream and he's like, and he already has this plan. He's like, I watched this dude for fucking 3 hours last night. Thought he was fucking dope. And he fucking raids my channel with 24,000 fucking viewers. Now it's my job. There's always a chance. I'm just not betting on it. You know what I mean? I'm streaming right now because there's a fucking chance. That and because I enjoy it. I like hanging out with people and talking to people. But what really does suck is when you get on stream and not a goddamn person shows up. And that does suck. And you're sitting there and it just says one viewer, but nobody's in chat. Or sometimes even worse, like right now, like, it claims that I have 4 viewers, but you're the only one in chat, you know? It's like, somebody say something and, like, I'll narrate my own, like, and I'm not good at this shit because I don't have, like, an imagination. Like, I try to narrate what's going on and the things that I'm thinking, what's going on in my head, you know? And just hope that someone's like, I feel that same fucking way. Fuck that. Or, yes, let's get a petition going. I'll sign up on that shit. Like, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'll never stop. You know, like, I'm about to go back to work full time, so, like, it'll slow down. But I'll never fully stop because it'll always be like a dream of mine, you know? Like not and not necessarily like it's not in a weird way where it's like I just want to sit at home play video games and get paid for it. It's more like I want the ability to experience things and share it with people. And like right now, I don't have that. Like I can experience some things and share with people, but I'm so tied down by I mean the biggest thing is money, let's be real, money and time. You know what I mean? But to be able to have the option to like share my life and share my experiences with people who are like-minded or are just interested or just want to watch or want to be part of it. I mean, that's like like I would compare it to being like a writer, right? The difference is it's not real time. Like you write your book and you send it out and maybe you get responses, you know, maybe you get letters, reviews or this or that. But like this real time response, you know, and like just connecting with people from all around the world too. Like we're all so we all know what we know so well. Like I know Oregon and the United States so well. I think I know some stuff about Australia. But you know what? If dude named Gamer Rick joins my stream from Australia, he can tell me some real shit about Australia that I can actually fucking learn. This is a good time. And maybe he wants to know some something about fucking Oregon, something about the United States. And we share information, you know? Like have a connection. That's what it's all about. And it'd be cool. Honestly, Oregon is probably one of the better places to visit just because it has all four seasons, but like yeah, like Sturgis and stuff, probably I'd assume. But Oregon's one of those places like to really fully uh take in Oregon, you like have to be here for all four seasons. Like because it's there's not very many places in the world where you really get to experience like the full four seasons. And Oregon is one of those places. And like we have mountains and skiing. We have beaches and surfing. Surfing's gonna I like don't I'm not saying that I recommend Oregon for surfing, so it's just throwing that out there. But hiking, trails, camping, I mean, hills, trees, desert. We have, like, everything is here in Oregon. Yeah, Oregon not so much. The beaches in Oregon, there's places that are better than others. But you're going to the ocean. Like the way I explain it to people who like haven't been to an Oregon beach. You're going to the ocean. You're not going to the beach. Because people picture like Florida, like this perfect white sand and the clear like light blue water like slowly coming up and then big waves in the background, people fucking surfing and shit. Yeah, it's probably gonna be cold. It's probably gonna be like breezy at the very least, if not very fucking windy. Sand's getting in your fucking eyes in every single crevice, unless you go on the perfect day. Um, but it's here. Like everything's here, and we also don't have to worry about. There's like two deadly things as far as animals. I mean, so there's like there are mountain lions, cougars, or whatever, but they're like the attacks are so few and far between that it's not even. There's bears, but again, so low that it's not even worth talking about. And then as far as anything else, like we have brown recluse spiders, which I don't think we even have brown recluse specifically. We have hobo spiders and we have black widows. Both of which, if you get stung by, if you go to the hospital within a few days, you'll be fine. So like, in a certain sense, it's like the best of everything. It's like the jack of all trades, but the master of none. Like nothing is perfect. Nothing is like ideal. None of the like we don't get snow every year. When we do get it, it's usually like a decent amount where we have it for a few days. And it's like we get to have this fun few days of snow, and then it melts away. Then we move on with our fucking lives. It never gets super cold or super hot. We have the full fall where all the leaves fall, they all change. We get that's the one cool part is we get all the seasons. We have the beach, we have the desert. We need to get some lurkers in here. That's what we need. We need to get some people who don't give a fuck about my stream, but will just leave it open in the background. To meet that goal. Oh, I've already. Yeah, I know. I know enough, and it's probably not even 2% of what there is to know, and it scares the fuck out of me. So I don't. Like I made the comment to you, like you have to check your fucking shoes when you go outside to make sure there's not a giant fucking venomous spider in them, or scorpion. Like I'm good on that. You don't have to worry about shit here. No venomous snakes. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, there's rattlesnakes here, but they're like, you know exactly where they're gonna fucking be. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few places that they're gonna be, and like, when you walk up to a place where there might be a rattlesnake, like you know, there might be a rattlesnake here. And even then, they're like, super rare. Yeah, you guys have snakes that'll kill you within like 3 hours of getting to the hospital. Yeah, shit like that. We don't have nothing like that. Everybody here freaks out about the Black Widow because that's like the known. Yeah, like if you're far out, if you're not close to a hospital, you're done. But like everybody here, like the scariest thing we have is a Black Widow. That's what people talk about. Like if you like, what if you got bit by a Black Widow? And it's like the truth is like people will get bit by Black Widows on YouTube just for the content. It's not that big of a deal. Ooh, I've seen the funnel whip. Those motherfuckers are scary and they're nasty looking. And they make it like on the side of your house. Yeah, I saw a video like right outside this guy's window, just on the side of his house, right outside his window. And there was two, and they were fat motherfuckers. And he's like, I almost walked into it. I'm like, you almost walked into a spider that can fucking kill you. Like I walk into a spider web and it's a little garden spider, and they get pretty fat, you know, about this big, you know, about the size. Of course, I remember Steve Irwin. That guy was a man. Oh fuck yeah, we all watched Steve Irwin. I think honestly, it probably hit Americans harder when Steve Irwin died than it hit Australians. I can't say that for sure because I don't live in Australia. But dude, I mean, everybody. The day it happened, like, if you were at work, if you were at school, like, when the news hit, it was just one of those guys, like, not him. You know what I mean? Like, of all people, not him. Yeah, and like like wrestling alligators and all the crazy shit that he did and all the venomous animals that he like came in contact with and snakes and whatnot. And to hear he got hit like stabbed by a stingray, I didn't even believe it at first. It took me, yeah, by a stingray. It took me like a solid minute to actually believe it. Because I'm like, I've watched this dude like get twirled around in the fucking water with a crocodile. It's like twice his size. And a stingray? Yeah, it was literally like the perfect scenario. His death was the perfect scenario. And so yeah, we were like, Americans were like seriously beat the fuck up over Steve Irwin. It's kind of like I didn't know if Steve Irwin was like a big thing there. Chaylis Rogue on Ferlina. So he wasn't nearly as big in Australia as he was here, because he was huge here. He had the Steve Irwin show. Like everyone knew who Steve Irwin was. Literally everybody. If you were born in between 1980 and 2000, you knew who Steve Irwin was in America. No, that was our guy. Well, it was your guys' guy, but we fucking loved him. And the best part is like as Americans, for some reason, like we have this huge thing about accents. So like, yeah, let's see. I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there right now. Like, uh, we have this huge thing about accents, especially British accents and especially Australian accents. And it's like, if you walk into a room and you have an Australian or British accent, it doesn't matter what the fuck you look like, what the fuck you're doing. Everybody wants to hang out with you. Why the fuck am I hearing myself? Right here. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't. You literally you can offer nothing. Literally nothing. Like zero comedic value. Like you can literally just say with an Australian accent that you're going to the bathroom, and motherfuckers gonna laugh, and they're gonna want to be your friend. And bitches, dude. If you're not married, I assume you're married because you say you have 3 kids. But dude, the women, like Australian dudes, like they just fucking go crazy over it. It's like the laying down under, like we all have this idea of this place. that like it exists, like we know it exists, but it's just so different from what we experience that it's almost not real. Oh yeah, dude, you don't even have to be good looking. Just have a little bit of a tan and have an Australian accent. You're good to go. You're good to go. Like you're getting laid tonight. It's fucking actually hilarious. And we're the most boring ass fucking people, and I think that's why it's so like it's such a big deal because we're so fucking boring. Like we don't have accents. Like I don't have an accent, you know? Like in America there are places that do have accents, like the South, right? Like they got that southern accent where they're like kind of talking like this all the time, a little bit slower than other people, and that's kind of how they just are in general, you know. And then you got like the New Jersey accent, the New York accent, and the Philly accent. But most of us, like, I don't have a fucking accent. See, I heard a statistic, and I think we talked about this last time, and you said it was opposite, but I heard a statistic way back when I was in high school. And then in Australia, there's something like 3 men to every 7 women. And so I decided in high school that I was going to move to Australia at some point. But I think you told me that that was completely inaccurate. In fact, it was like opposite. Yeah, if it sounded too good to be true. And when I say people, I mean people who have no experience and have no actual idea would say, like, yeah, you go to Australia and like you go to a party, like you have like 5 different options when you leave because number one, you're American, you're not from there, and two, there's like 7 men or 7 women to every 3 men. And of course, everybody's like, that's fucking lit. No, they're talking about Australia. We're talking about Australia. Land down under, shrimp on the bobby. Fuck Austria. Who talks about Austria anyways? The only thing, the only reason why I know Austria is a fucking country is because Arnold Schwarzenegger is from Austria. Yeah. Okay. So small. The way it works here is like small shrimp are shrimp. Large shrimp are prawns. It probably is more specific than that, but like generally that's what it means. Like we even call shrimp meat shrimp. So like they sell like little tiny pieces of shrimp meat. They're like, I don't know, the size of your pinky nail, and it's just shrimp meat. And but they're kind of like shaped as shrimp. And that is shrimp to most people. Like that's what people consider shrimp, is a little piece of shrimp meat. They'd never like had to take the shell off a shrimp. Like some people have had to remove the heads. All right, let's talk about. So we got Canadian bacon and we got regular bacon. What do you guys have? Because we got Canadian bacon, we got regular bacon. And so is there a difference between like but there's a difference between I don't know how to explain this. There's a difference between Canadian bacon and what we call bacon. There's a difference. It's like massive. It's huge. Because bacon, like Canadian bacon is just ham. It's sliced really thin. Bacon is like a certain cut. It's like half fat, half meat. Where we put our rubbish, our garbage can. It's so weird you guys call it rubbish. But trash can, garbage can, yeah. I know I've heard it. I know I've heard it when you say it, I'll know it, but it's not hitting me. Yeah, the bin. Throw it in the bin. It's because it's the same as Europe too. Like a lot of like Europe and Australia, you guys share a lot of the same kind of like washroom. Like we don't really use washroom. It's a bathroom. Even so, if you go into like I have two bathrooms in my house, two washrooms. One of them has a toilet, a sink, and a mirror, and a washer and a dryer. Okay, and then I have another bathroom upstairs, which has a bath, which is also a shower, a toilet, a sink, and a mirror. They're both bathrooms. It's the downstairs bathroom and the upstairs bathroom. And I know that shit just fucking. There's some European people that just. It fucking hurts them to hear that. Also, out of curiosity, are bidets a popular thing in Australia? Fuck, is it really 5 in the morning? No way. That's different. Oh, okay, that's 2, but still, that's way too late. Yeah, bidets are not a thing here. Every American that I've heard that uses a bidet says there's absolutely no reason why we should ever use toilet paper again, and that bidets are literally the way to go. I've never experienced one. I've never even fucking seen one. But I know in Europe it's pretty popular. Yeah, it's also kind of a weird concept, right? Something like spraying your asshole. Like, what if it misses a spot? And you just got shit somewhere? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. It's like a turn on the hose and, you know, you can put your thumb over it and, like, turns into a little pressure washer. You know what I mean? And that just hitting your asshole. It's just, I don't picture it seeming decent. I don't, I'm sure I'm wrong, but. But, so something else, that's another thing. Like, all, like, foods are always different. Like, do you guys do the, so it's more of a European thing, but, um, like biscuits. What is a biscuit to you? When I say like, yeah, I want to like some chicken and a biscuit. You y'all y'all drink y'all eat crackers with your coffee? Is this like a sweet cracker or is this just like hard bread type of cracker? Okay, so it's like a cookie almost. Yeah, so that's a cookie to us. A biscuit is like flour and water and it makes a like a bun that's kind of flaky. That's a biscuit. We say soda and pop. You guys call it like something fizzies or something, right? Some something like that. Some like soft drink. So it is. So okay, so soft drink is like a technical term here. Like if I am not being specific about the type of drink that I want, but I want a soda or pop, then I would say, like, do you guys have soft drinks? And then they would say, like, yeah, what kind of soda do you want? Like, I want Mountain Dew. So, but soft drink is a term that is used here. Like, when you, like, a burger and a soft drink, but when you order it, you say a Coke. And fizzy drinks probably aren't nearly as common as they are here. Like, everything here is carbonated. Like, even most people drinking water drink carbonated fucking water. You guys got tacos there? It's probably a stupid question. You guys got, like, tacos there? Like, the little trailers that, like, and you got, like, the trailers where they make the tacos right there. You can get, like, the carne asada, the chicken. I don't know, but I'm just curious if they had taco trucks, you know what I mean? Dude, taco trucks is shit. I assume you had, like, big chains. Like Taco Bell, but that Taco Bell ain't that's not real tacos. That's Taco Bell. I'm just trying to think of, like, the most American thing that I can think of. Like, what the fuck? Like, of course there's apple pie, but I feel like that's, like, worldwide. Like, everybody says American, it's an American thing, but I feel like apple pie is, like, worldwide. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we have meat pies too. We call them, shit. We don't eat them very often. Pot pies. That's what we call them. Like chicken pot pie, beef pot pie. And they're honestly, like, fucking wonderful, and I don't know why it's not more mainstream here. Yeah, they're fucking wonderful. It's the perfect combination of everything. It's exactly what you need at any point in time. Let's see, what's a big fucking thing here? Chicken salt? What the fuck is chicken salt? Like, we have, like, seasonal, where it's, like, multiple seasonings with salt. And it kind of, like, has, like, a chicken bouillon flavor to it. Chicken flavored salt, huh? Alright, let's hop out of Australia and America. And let's talk about another country who has a food that I have to try from the country itself, like from the best place that sells it. And that's poutine. Do you know what poutine is? Alright, so it's fries. Alright, fries is different. I think fries are different. I think you guys call them chips over there. I'm not sure. Fries, but I'm talking about potato strips, you know what I mean? No, you just call them fries. You just call them fries, right? Yeah, you just call them fries. But either way, you know what I'm talking about. So it's fries. We don't call them chips. Chips are like a potato chip, like Lay's. I'm sure you guys have Lay's. That's a chip here. That's so weird. I mean, it's not weird because it's just literally what you call them. But yeah, we like, you know what a Lay's potato chip is, right? Like, I'm gonna go grab a potato chip right now because I'm hungry. Yeah, right? We got like a bag of chips right here. And my camera sucks for like zoom, but you know what I'm talking about. Potato chip. This is potato chip. Anyways, I digress. So Canada, they got this shit. It's fries, hot, hot chips for you. Obviously salted because they always are. Then they put cheese curds. You know what cheese curds are? Like squeaky cheese, some people call them. Cheese curds. So it's fries, cheese curds, and brown gravy on the top. And it honestly sounds like the most wonderful thing in the entire fucking goddamn planet. But I don't want some fake bullshit. Yeah, poutine? Chips. So we have like similar shit, like where you can get chips with like chili and cheese on them. Yeah, like maybe bacon bits, stuff like that. Sour cream and bacon bits. We have shit like that. Alright, so my favorite food, I'm curious how this works in Australia. My favorite food is pizza. Do you know about Pizza Hut, Domino's, any of these big, like, mainstream companies that are here in the United States? Domino's, Pizza Hut. Trying to think of other ones. Okay. So, when you order pizza in general, like, you just, like, you're gonna go out for a pizza. You're not ordering it from Pizza Hut or Domino's, but you're just going out for a pizza. Is it similar to what you would get if you ordered Domino's and Pizza Hut? So you get more like a pie. Like the dough is different, the cheese is different, less greasy, or more depending on the type of pizza you get, but it's not like Domino's, right? Like in general, here, picture a Pizza Hut or Domino's pizza. Like there's gourmet places, obviously. There's you can go, you can spend $1,000 on a pizza. Don't get me wrong, but in general, that's what pizza is here. It's like Pizza Hut. We have this place called Little Caesars. And it's gonna blow your mind. I don't know the like currency conversion between. Do you guys use U.S. dollars there? You don't use U.S. dollars. You do have Little Caesars. Okay, so it's $5, and it's already made, and it's hot and ready to go. Full ass pizza. Flavor of chips suck. at least 20 USD. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go to a cheap pizza place here, I mean Domino's and pizza are clearly much cheaper, but if you still go to a cheap pizza place here, it's gonna be 25. So okay, my daughter's birthday was the other day. I bought one large pizza because there wasn't very many people there. Half Hawaiian, which I don't know if you guys have Hawaiian pizza, but it's just ham and pineapple. And yes, pineapple does belong on pizza. And the other half is pepperoni. Super simple. It cost me $32, and this was a very subpar place to get pizza. $34 for a large pizza. But mind you, America is in like literally crisis mode when it comes to like inflation, the cost of literally fucking everything. So like bag of chips, I don't remember what you said you guys call them. Like what I call chips. If you don't get them on a sale, you can pay $8. Give me an equivalent in USD. There's like, it doesn't have to be exact, but an equivalent ballpark. Uh, I mean, if you want to live, yeah, if you want to live in any city in America that's big enough to have 4 beds or 4 bedrooms in it, you're gonna be paying that much. But the difference is a house that I was looking at, because I was in the market like 10 years ago, like when I was like 23. I had to do a little bit of work on my credit, and then I was gonna buy a house. Things got fucked up. I was a kid, had kids. I didn't end up buying a house. The houses that I was looking at for $150,000 right now are worth on average $450,000. And that happened in like the last 6 years, 4 years, 4 to 6 years. Well, I mean, honestly, I believe that America's economy, like, is a driving factor for most economies throughout the world. And our leadership has sent it into absolute fucking destruction. I don't know shit about Australia's import. Oh yeah, dude. You guys, you can't even put together a goddamn sentence. Everybody hated Trump, right? Even when I heard he was running, and like I heard his speeches, and I kind of right in the middle. Once I started following his policies, once I started following the way he was treating other countries, and like the way he was able to dissuade other countries just with his words, just with them not knowing how the fuck he was gonna react, it was all exactly what the fuck we needed. The economy is going great. Foreign relations were going fucking great. Exports were great. we're bringing jobs back to America, which isn't necessarily good for some countries in certain situations. Oh hell yeah! And the thing is anyone who has a brain here knows that. But all of the media hates Trump. So anyone who's not using their brain and they're just following media, hate him. America first. Or I don't know the number, but it's high. It's like 60% of GDP. One stat that I know is approximately true is America spends more on its military in its yearly budget than China, Russia, and third biggest superpower. What's the third biggest superpower? China, Russia. It might be Japan. Either way, Australia and Russia combined, we still are like we still do 70% more. It's 3 countries, but like it's honestly irrelevant because those 2 are the biggest ones. We still put 70% more money into military than Russia and China combined. Dude, I know. It's not gonna happen. This country's so divided. We need term limits for Congress people. They're literally dying in their jobs of just of old age. It's terrible, dude. We went from being the place that, in like very short amount of years, went from being the place that everyone in the world wanted a chance to live in. That everybody knew that if you just got here legally, if you could just get here and legally be here, you can make something for yourself and for your family. You could, as much as you were willing to put into it, you could get out of it. It was like the safe haven for the world. And we're turning into a third world country in years. No, look at our southern border. 4,000 people a day on average right now. Nobody knows why they're here, what they're here for, what they plan on doing when they get here. 4,000 people a day, and this is just what is seen. This is not including the getaways. Oh yeah, best president since Ronald Reagan by far. And anyone who has any political common sense, especially geographically, when you think internationally, would agree that Trump was the best president that we've had since Ronald Reagan. People just didn't like his fucking attitude. That was it. I have heard that Australia is getting a little bit on the woke side, kind of headed towards the woke meter is going up. You know, what woke mean is woke a thing in Australia, like the blue hairs and like thinking it's okay to mutilate children's genitalia and all this type of bullshit. Yeah, so you know what wokeism is. Yeah, I've heard that it's like on the up in Australia, and I've also heard people aren't fucking having it, and I've also heard, which really scares the shit out of me, is like they're using their government to like your government is being used to suppress people who are fighting back against it. That's a one difference between the United States and most other countries is most of us have guns and most of us will use them to protect ourselves against even our own military. And what's even further than that is most of those are small town boys who are not ever gonna shoot a bullet at their fucking brothers. The Second Amendment is the biggest thing that ever, the best thing that ever happened to this country. Yeah, I know. And now they use them to suppress you. And they've tried it here. And like you have the wokies that had their hunting rifles and shit to turn them in, but the rest of us, fuck that. Who knows? Yeah, I need to go to sleep. Mama's gonna fucking get pissed at me because I stayed up too late again. Well, have a good night.